Today we're looking at even more botched car repairs. We've got real mechanics here who are going to break down some of the worst car repairs found on the internet. This is real mechanic stuff. Roll the clip. All right, what we got here? I see sparks flying under that Honda Fit in the shop.
Yeah.
Oh, I see some flames.
Oh, shit, inside the car. Oh, my God. Oh, God. And he's still welding.
I mean, you can't see it because it's so high above everybody.
Oh, man, that's going for a while.
Well, he's got his welding helmet on.
Yeah.
Guaranteed he doesn't see that he burned through the
Look at-
floorboard.
Oh, man, a time lapse? Oh, no, you see all the smoke coming up?
Hey, what's that? I don't know, it kind of smells like something's burning. Oh,
no.
God.
Oh, my
Poor
gosh.
Honda. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
To the Fit.
I'm Angelina Alcantar, and I teach automotive at Riverside City College.
How do you think this happened?
He was welding and wasn't taking too much care into how much heat was getting past the floorboard.
And he was probably welding heavy because all the way he's dropping all that weld. So you could tell that it's picking up fire, the paint caught on fire, and it went up. All that like padding that it has is flammable. My name is Sandro. You can find us at Miranda Shop on Instagram, and we're located in downtown LA, right next to Dodger Stadium. If you're welding from the bottom of the car, make sure that nothing goes up. Like your paint's not gonna burn up into your seats, catches fire onto the tank, or there's hoses, anything that's plastic, anything that's cushioned that burn up.
What are the safety procedures when a fire breaks out like this?
Somebody grab a fire extinguisher as quickly as possible.
They had the welder, the guy welding, grab it.
Everybody else just kind of took off.
And
Yeah, you notice that they like scattered.
When you're there, you gotta have some self-control of yourself. Like, don't panic. Move everything out the way, or try to push it out.
I don't want to work with these guys.
Yeah, me neither. Hey, if a fire breaks out like this and the customer finds out it happened like this, like, do they get any sort of money?
The shop should have insurance, and it would be the shop's insurance that would
Okay.
cover this. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Next clip.
Oh, already oil catch can under.
Why?
Come on.
Why did
Come
they
on.
leave that underneath?
Is that like a rag on next to it? Look at that.
That's a rag.
Fuck,
Yeah, he got multiple rags. He's got the whole drain pan of all the oil right there, and all the sparks are falling right into it. You think the guy recording knew what was about to happen?
I think so. I'm pretty sure.
It's definitely staged.
Yeah, I think he was just doing that one for the boys.
Okay, this was all a joke.
Yeah.
Engines are like symphony orchestras with the mechanic as the conductor. There's a lot of moving parts that need to play in perfect harmony with perfect timing down to a millionth of a second, and this is what happens when you miss a beat.
So here's the finished result.
Oh!
There's a hole clear in the piston.
Nice.
A bunch of little smiley faces in the top. So here are your valve reliefs.
Yeah.
Those would be your intake valve reliefs.
Yeah.
Your exhaust valve reliefs.
And the rest are just
All
valve
that
imprints.
is not supposed to be there, including that hole.
All of
Okay, so
that.
you come over here to the head.
Okay.
There your intake valves jammed in there.
Wow, they changed direction.
Disappeared
They
with the motor.
changed direction.
Dang.
The bent ones.
It's not a butterfly valve, right?
Yeah.
It's a in and out valve.
Yeah, it's snap fucking nice.
So with an interference engine, if the piston comes all the way up at TDC, which is its highest point, and the valve is open at full lift, they will touch. And bad things will happen, like a hole in the piston or bend valves or both. On a non-interference engine, the piston can be all the way up at the top, the valve full lift, and nothing happens. They don't touch. So it's really important on interference engines to make sure that if you have a timing belt and not a timing chain, that timing belt is replaced in the correct intervals.
What's the right way to fix this? At
That-
this point,
Well, if the rest of the pistons are cool, just change that piston, check the rod, make sure everything's fine. Check the crank that nothing got bent. The valves get changed out. Usually they'll get them pressured, check them, make sure they're all flat, get them resurfaced and all that stuff. If it's still good. Now, if it's better off just replacing the whole block, sometimes it's better, depending on pricing.
Come on, won't fit in my pocket.
Did someone say they want to harness the power of the original WD-40 formula snugly tucked away in their pocket?
Yeah, that was me. Whoa! The all-new WD-40 Precision Pen.
Go on, try it out. tight squeeze.
Oh, it fits perfectly.
Sure does. This little thing stops the squeaks, protects, lubricates, and even loosens up rust. All the benefits of the original WD-40 formula now in a portable pen.
And with its controlled flow applicator, I can control exactly how much WD formula flows into every tight space.
It's pocket-ready lubrication, handy for anyone, anytime, anywhere. Hey, is that WD-40 precision pen in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Oh, WD-40, man.
Toodaloo, donut boy. Whee! The all-new WD-40 Precision Pen is available right now on Amazon. Purchase yours at the link below.
If you like what you're watching, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's the best way for you to show the YouTube algorithm that we're doing a good job and that you enjoy what you're seeing.
And not to mention, it wouldn't be possible for us to make these videos in the first place if it weren't for subscribers like you, so thank you very much. Now, let's watch our next clip here.
You know, I've seen some pretty bad work on cars like Bondo over rust, chicken wire and Bondo, people putting newspaper back there and covering up rust holes, but this has to be some of the worst.
What? Oh my god.
I guess glue it down
It's
and covered
cardboard.
that with Bondo. Then after they got done covering it with Bondo, they put some aluminum tape on there, spray painted it black.
Wow.
They just covered up
I'm
all the
actually
damage
almost
that was done to
impressed.
the rocker when this car was hit. And on these little unibody cars, that's some of the main frame on the car. And someone was still driving this thing around until it made its way to a salvage yard.
Wow, so it lived its whole life and nobody knew.
This brings bad memories. A taxi guy hit me, crashed my DA, f***ed it all up on the side. Right? They're like, we're gonna repair your car. And I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, his insurance is gonna cover it, blah, blah. I'm like, I guess, f it. They did it. And I start seeing the side and I'm like, why is it like cracking? Well, they put fucking newspaper.
Oh, paper mache.
Bro, the fucking impact was still there. They just
No.
slapped Bondo and newspaper to just get the design, and that was it.
Yeah, what's the right way to repair rust like that?
You have to cut the whole panel that is damaged, and then you need to weld in a new metal panel. As you're welding, you need to make sure that the heat is not too hot, because we also don't want to create extra warpage.
We don't want our seats to catch on fire.
We don't want our seats to
mysteriously.
catch on fire. It would be cumbersome and it would be expensive.
Prepping the bottom inside too, because some people would just weld over it and they'll still rust under it. They sell sprays that you spray under it, so like that, it doesn't rust again.
Supercars often require highly specialized tools, but when a job's gotta get done, you just gotta get the job done, right? Let's see what happens.
It's bouncing off.
Damn. Is that 4 dudes? They're
Yeah.
small though. Oh, shit. They broke it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no. What? No.
Yeah.
No.
I was gonna say there's,
What?
and then they just gotta replace that whole, damn.
Which is crazy.
Is that
'cause
an Aventador? That looks like a
that-
Lamborghini
I
Aventador.
believe it's an Aventador.
That wheel alone is probably $2,000.
Easy 2 Gs.
But
But you know, dealers do that.
Yeah.
Even on regular cars, don't know what the hell they're doing. They're cutting all that shit off.
Maybe one or two things happened. Either initially it was just completely over torqued, or sometimes when you get two different metals together,
yeah.
they will seize. Stainless is like known for this.
But you see how rusty that shit is? It's because they don't take it off often. So aluminum, whether it be aluminum or metal, and they get together, it sucks. And some guys put fucking Loctite on that.
Oh.
Me personally, I would have got a blowtorch, heat it up, not burn it off.
Yeah.
Heat it up where it's fucking red hot and hit it with the impact.
So it turns out there's a comment. They're not using a socket that has something that can hit a safety pin on that.
Yeah, maybe
Center lug?
maybe they didn't remove the safety pin.
That pin locks it in just in case you ever go fast back or it ends up loosening it up. It won't let it come out. That pin is just to hold that nut in there so it doesn't jimmy out.
If I was the owner and I found that out,
I would have been, I would have been mad because they clearly work on this caliber of vehicle.
I bet you they won't do that to the rest of the wheels.
Exactly.
This next clip happened recently, and while authorities are still investigating, the initial findings point to a botched install of a wheel spacer. Now, let's see how a small part can have big consequences. I think I already know.
I think I already know
Let's
what's
just-
gonna happen
this one
too.
All right, we're driving down the highway. Couple cars switching lanes. What's going on
What you
here?
think?
Oh,
What
the
you
truck.
think?
I bet it's the truck.
The truck? No.
It's
I
the
think
only
it's a Kia.
modified thing.
For no reason, the
Truck.
Kia.
It's the truck.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
there
that's
it
the
went.
truck.
Oh!
That was fucked up, buddy. He ollied that shit right there. Like,
Wow! It didn't just go. It just.
no, but that guy was neglecting that shit. You hear that shit.
Oh yeah, you hear it go.
You hear it. That either snapped the spacer or it's been wobbling for a while.
What's common, and I've seen this, is they'll put on spacers that are too thick, and so the lug nuts are like barely hanging on. Use your common sense when you're putting parts on, and if it seems unsafe, especially when it comes to brakes and suspension, do it right, because you do have people's lives in your hands. And you know, it sounds like luckily everybody survived, but what if they hadn't? You know.
Who gets blamed here?
Look, watch. If I touch the wheels, but I saw that you have spacers, like 2-inch spacers or 3-inch spacers, but I see your studs are kind of worn out, and I didn't tell you shit, it is my fault. But if I told you, hey, you know what, you should switch them out because they're worn out and your lug nuts look like shit, and you say, nah, let it ride, that's your problem.
Shout out to the truck for keeping control of the vehicle, though, because losing your front wheel and then he made it to the side of the road.
You know what?
I'm pretty impressed.
Yeah.
So this is a perfect spacer, like 10 mil, 5 mils, maybe 15, but you're stretching it because you have to have at least extended studs. If you're going on a big truck and you want to go 2 inches out, you get adapters with the same hub-centric rings, and they bolt on to your truck, and those have studs that stick out that you bolt on your wheels right there. But you torque that whole thing down correctly. If you don't know what you're doing, be scared.
Yeah.
But if you know what you're doing, rock it.
Roll the next clip. What?
Oh, no.
Oh!
The last bolt. The last bolt.
Mondays are the worst.
I know. Mondays, am I right?
Where did that even go? Like,
To the pit of despair.
But you know, sometimes you forget shit.
Yeah.
He's probably went, had lunch, and he was like, oh, look, boom. Hey, Gary, the motor's out already.
yeah, if you're doing an engine swap, what's the best way to get it safely out of the car without dropping it down into your PB basement?
There was nothing holding the engine up to
Yeah.
begin with.
Put a brace bar over it for to hold the motor. That's what they usually have.
Maybe it is a chop shop, and that's just a trash compactor.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because I mean, fuck.
Why else would you have cameras?
Right?
Garage, yeah.
And it's pointed at the pit. I get creepy vibes.
It's weird, man. Let's watch our next clip. Customer was complaining about a vibration at high speeds. I wonder what it could. You could feel something bouncing around in there?
Oh!
Oh, customer, I got a tire repair a month ago. They look stoned. What?
I can
Come
see
on,
that
dude.
happening.
Yeah.
I can see that happening.
How do you miss that, putting the tire back on the wheel?
How do doctors leave tools when they're doing surgery inside of a body?
Touche.
They're stoned.
I just assume everybody's stoned all the time.
Yeah.
I've sold a tire. I like working fast, so I was like, I forgot, I left the tool in there. And he's like, I always hear it clicking in the morning, like clack, clack. And I was like, look, let me check it. I doubt the tire's making noise. And I take it off. There was tools in there, and I was like, So what was in there? I'm like, nothing.
Yeah.
I balanced it and it'll be fine.
Yeah, I've rebalanced it. It's cool.
Have you ever left a tool in a customer's car before?
I have, not in a tire.
Okay,
not
good.
in a tire,
Good
but
start.
in the car. Yeah, I've left ratchets and wrenches.
It happens.
Unfortunately, it does. Yeah.
Sometimes you forget your flashlight, your screwdrivers, your wrenches, your keys.
Some people leave ratchets in the car. Some people leave scalpels in your body.
So what do you think about mechanics that swear that a little bit of substance makes them a better mechanic? Is there truth to that?
You should be as straight as you could be.
Their life is in your hands.
You gotta remember, yeah, it's like their lives, their kids, their mom, whatever. Like, make sure you do the shit right, because you don't want to be that guy stranded in the motherfucking middle of the road because this guy didn't do the shit right. If you're high, don't do it, bro.
All right, let's watch our next one. Okay.
Oh no. Yeah, it's
The
happening.
door's gonna hit that. Oh
Richard, what'd you do?
no. Oh God.
This This type of stuff happens all too often, and it's simply because you're not doing like a look around when you're letting a car down. And that's very easy to do, especially when you're in the grind of it all and you're just go, customers waiting.
Then always make sure that, obviously, you're not bringing it down when you're f***ing doors.
Doors, chairs,
anything under it.
tools, trash
One of
cans,
the boys under there.
one of your friends. Make sure everything's clear.
Everything's out the way,
before
'cause-
you ever press the button.
Yeah, because one little thing could teeter-totter that car. And there you go.
The shop would have to cover that, so it would not fall on the customer. It should definitely not fall on the customer. Generally, they will make that technician repair it without getting paid.
I see. Next clip.
Not a lot of space over there, up against the wall. What do you do? That's funny because the first thing I noticed was he didn't have a lot of space.
Especially when you're in cramped spots, it happens.
Have you ever done something like that?
It happens.
We have a website now where you can send us clips that you want us to react to. Just go to realmechanicstuff.com for more info.
If you're having a good time, please hit that like and subscribe button. We need your help to get the algorithm's attention.
Thank you so much, Angelina, for being on the show once again.
Thank you.
Sandro, thank you so much for coming again.
See you next time.